Cornell Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Miss Mora's got those books on the shelf, dual credit lesson she's made herself. Illinois Teacher of the Year, she's the one. With every lesson, the learning's just begun. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Mrs. Young's got culture in every class, shows up early, makes the moments last. Nuestra voz, she leads with pride. In her classroom, you're on a cultural ride. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Mr. Schwab's got stories, wild and bold, crazy characters that never get old. Comprehensible inputs his game, teaching with a twist, he'll make you say his name. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Mr. Marine's stylish, young and cool, artistic vibe, he's breaking the rule. Best dressed hands down, every day. In his class, art meets language all the way. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. French class fills up when Miss Correct's here, with Craig's French tunes, bringing good cheer. Teaching culture, sharing la vie, her French flair's got them all yelling oui. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Mate in hand, reppin' Argentina's pride. Mrs. Mamoni takes you on a Spanish ride. Messy shirt on, she's got that flair. 17 minutes of input, you're right there. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Mrs. Barrera Valdez, joy in her voice, teaching Mexico makes us rejoice. With a smile that spreads from ear to ear, every class, she brings a cheer. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Mrs. Bertol with Rome in her heart, Latin words, ancient world, that's her art. Bringing Latin live with flair and fun, in her class, Roman Empire's never done. Carmel Catholic World Language Department.
Good morning, Carmel Catholic. I'm Samantha Washika. It's 8:03 a.m. Let's get into some current events. Residents of Taipei are reacting to military drills being carried out by China in the waters and airspace surrounding the island. The drills, which began earlier today, have raised tensions in and around the region. These exercises are believed to be a show of force from China, which claims Taiwan as part of its territory, despite Taiwan's self-governance since 1949. The drills come at a time of heightened military activity and geopolitical tensions in the region. Many residents describe the situation to CNN News.
We don't like it, of course. Trouble. They never give up. We don't know why.
I think if there will be a war in between the strait, both sides will face to a very bad condition. The mainly concern is the people's life will go back to maybe 20 years ago.
As the situation unfolds, the people of Taipei remain vigilant but resilient. Navigating the tensions with a steady sense of resolve, the drills may be a stark reminder of the ongoing challenges in the Taiwan Strait. But for now, life continues on in its vibrant city. Breaking news out of Boston, where 5 people have been hospitalized after a truck struck several pedestrians in downtown Tuesday afternoon. According to the Boston Fire Department, the incident occurred during the busy afternoon hours, sending emergency crews to the scene. Authorities say the victims, whose identities have not yet been released, were struck by the truck in a pedestrian area. Commissioner Michael Cox gave a statement to CNN News.
Upon the officers' arrival, they observed a box truck turned over on its side, as well as multiple people who were struck by the vehicle. EMS responded to the scene and transported 4 individuals to area hospitals. Right now, at least one is in critical condition, and the other 3 are at least stable. Upon the officers' arrival, they observed a box truck turned over on its side, as well as multiple people who were struck by the vehicle. EMS responded to the scene and transported 4 individuals to area hospitals. Right now, at least one is in critical condition, and the other 3 are at least stable.
Our thoughts are with the victims and their families as they recover, and we hope for their swift and full recovery. The CBC, which represents African American members of Congress, emphasized the importance of safeguarding Social Security benefits for millions of Americans, especially as discussions about potential cuts or changes to the program intensified. In Washington, where the Congressional Black Caucus held a press conference this afternoon to address growing concerns about the future of Social Security. We got a shot of what Representative Yvette Clarke had to say about the situation.
Since day one of this administration, they have shown the American people who they are and who they are working for. Instead of working to lower the cost of living for everyday Americans as promised, Donald Trump and Elon Musk have made it their top priorities to wreck the federal government, slash programs like Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, SNAP, and veterans benefits.
We're not going to allow Donald Trump, Elon Musk, or House Republicans to take away this earned benefit. I have one message for Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Take your greedy, grubby hands off of Social Security.
The issue of Social Security remains one of the most critical topics for lawmakers as they move forward with discussions about the federal budget. The Congressional Black Caucus Committee's press conference today marks just one of many efforts aimed at ensuring this essential program remains secure for all Americans. That's all we have for current events. Next up is Gabby Malley with the French Club interview.
Bonjour! I'm Andy.
I'm Maggie.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Ben.
I'm Owen.
And today we are going to be playing some Edith Piaf for you. She was a French singer in the 1900s. Some songs you may know from her are Je ne regrette rien, which you can hear in Madagascar 3. The song we're going to be playing is La Vie en Rose. You may know that from Wally. And yeah, we're going to play now.
Hold me close and hold me fast. The magic spell you cast. Is this La Vie en Rose? When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see La Vie en Rose.
Thank you.
Welcome back. I'm joined by Avi, Sanj, Damien, and Janelle to talk about Carmel's French program. So, how long have each of you been learning French?
Avi, Sanj, and I started in French 1 honors in freshman year, so now we are in French 3 honors.
Awesome.
I've been learning French since I was a kid, since both of my parents speak French, so I started Carmel in French 2 honors, and right now I'm in AP French.
Amazing. So what levels of French does Carmel offer?
So we have up to 4 UCP, and then we have up to 3 honors and an AP class.
Amazing. So how can people start getting involved in French even if they're not taking the class?
So if you're not taking the class, you can absolutely join French Club. You do all things French, such as trying French food or learning about French culture and architecture.
Amazing. And what is your favorite French class memory?
My favorite memory would definitely be last year when we went on a field trip with a French chef, and his name is Chef Nicolas, and we got to learn how to make macaroons and even got some materials to do it by ourselves at home.
That's amazing.
Also, right now we're doing Mani Musicale, which is kind of like March Madness, except with French songs.
That's so fun. And would you guys recommend French to underclassmen, and why?
Yeah, definitely. I think like a lot of middle schools offer Spanish classes but not French classes, and so I think it's like a really great way to like try something new when you first get to high school.
Yeah, absolutely. And French is actually the official language in 29 different countries, and about 30% of the English language has French origins. And you know, it's a super fascinating language, so I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also shout out to Miss Keurig. She's the best teacher, and her class is super fun and engaging, and she's super chill, so you guys should all definitely take her class.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. Next up is Hannah West with Deep Dive.
This is Feeling French Friday with Angela Coe, AJ Villanueva.
Did you know that France was the first country to use camouflage for their military?
Also, French controls 12 overseas territories. What is one of the territories that they control?
The answer is French Polynesia.
We hope you learned something. Au revoir.
Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Miss Mora's got those books on the shelf, dual credit lesson she's made herself. Illinois Teacher of the Year, she's the one. With every lesson, the learning's just begun. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Mrs. Young's got culture in every class, shows up early, makes the moments last. Nuestra voz, she leads with pride in her classroom. You're on a cultural ride. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Mr. Schwab's got stories, wild and bold, crazy characters that never get old. Comprehensible inputs his game, teaching with a twist, he'll make you say his name. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Mr. Marine's stylish, young and cool, artistic vibe, he's breaking the rule. Best dressed hands down, every day in his class, art meets language all the way. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. French class feels.
Welcome back, Carmel Catholic. I'm Hannah West, and today I'm going to be talking about a recent executive order just proposed that could change the face of elections and how that relates to the Wisconsin Supreme Court election currently happening. Just last week, President Trump announced a new potential executive order that would change the face of federal elections, though experts currently have doubts over its legality. Some highlights of the order are the requirement of proof of citizenship to vote, the return of mail ballots by Election Day, new rules for election equipment, and instruction for the U.S. Attorney General to actively hunt for and prosecute election crimes. In another key portion of the order, it details how it would give federal agencies, including DOJ, access to state voter rolls to, quote, check for consistency with federal requirements. In the event states would not comply, they would face being withheld federal funding in addition to other countermeasures. This order would potentially upheave centuries of settled election law, but is there any chance of it actually going through? Legal experts are doubtful, as the president isn't actually supposed to have much, if any, sway in elections. The order required the EAC, the Election Assistance Commission, to deviate from the standard route used of citizenship for voting, which is either going through the state or checking a box in a federal form with a penalty of lying as perjury, and no documentation required for proof of citizenship. The process would have to be changed to need a passport and a state identification that either has citizenship information or military identification. These newfound requirements listed in the order, however, have been found to be outside of the President's legal authority. According to the Constitution, states have the power to set the, quote, time, places, and manner of the elections, and the Constitution gives Congress the right to pass election laws and override state legislation. Nothing is explicitly stated about giving the President any kind of authority over elections, and this order from President Trump would bypass both the states and Congress. While some of the proposed points in the order are legal, such as directions to President Trump's Attorney General, others like ballots arriving before Election Day and punishments to states regarding federal funding fall out of compliance. However, in spite of the legal trouble, what if this order stands? Around 21.3 million people across the country don't have proof of citizenship readily available, and the order does not mention birth certificates as valid proof, in addition to not detailing potential hurdles women who have changed their surnames after marriage may face. On a statewide aspect, thousands of ballots could be thrown out if arrived after Election Day, in addition to the millions of dollars in budget holes that could be caused by the replacement of barcode and QR-based voting machines. But why would all this be relevant now? Well, in our neighboring state of Wisconsin, one of the most heavily funded elections is taking place in a fight for a seat in Wisconsin's Supreme Court between Brad Schimmel, backed by President Trump, and democratically aligned Susan Crawford. As of last night, the results were announced, with Susan Crawford winning and therefore preserving the liberal majority despite extensive funding from Musk. That's all for now. I'll keep you updated as the situation progresses. I'm Hannah West, and next up is Maggie with an interview about Wind in the Willows.
Hi, I'm Maggie McConville. I'm here with Andy Salto and Nikki. So I understand that you guys have the show day tomorrow. Andy, will you talk to me about what your day looked like for a show?
Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to get here at 7:30, that's our call time, and we're going to get into mics and costumes and do mic check. Then we're going to prepare for the show, crew's going to get in backstage and prepare the set, any set changes that they need to do. Then we have the show, and we usually have lunch after getting out of costumes and mics. Then we do sometimes a little fun activity, maybe sign some posters if we have time left. And yeah, it's a really cool bonding experience.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely unique, I think, to high school shows that you do a school day show. So Nikki, I understand that you're moving into kind of a new role on this show. Will you talk to me a little bit about what that journey's been for you, where you started and where you're going?
It's been a lot of fun. It's kind of nice because I've gone from making sure that all the mics are working to actually being able to work the microphones.
Yeah.
So it's been really cool, and I've had a lot of people helping me along the way.
That's awesome. Without spoiling anything, will you two tell me one reason why you think somebody should see the show?
It's really funny in my opinion. I absolutely adore this show, and every time I watch it, waiting to go on, I die of laughter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every time, even if they do the same thing, it's always funny, I feel like, and they always try and find new ways to make it funny.
Yeah, so the show dates are April 4th, 5th, and 6th. Cast B performs on Friday the 4th and Sunday the 6th, and Cast A performs on Saturday the 5th. Show up, be there. Thanks for watching CDN, we'll be right back.
Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Miss Moore has got those books on the shelf, dual credit lessons she's made herself. Illinois Teacher of the Year, she's the one. With every lesson, the learning's just begun. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, creating learners for life, speaking fluent. Mrs. Young's got culture in every class, shows up early, makes the moments last. Nuestra voz, she leads with pride in her classroom, you're on a cultural ride. Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department.
Welcome back, I'm Gabby Malley with announcements. There will be a meeting for all those who wrestled this year in room 105 at 3:15 tomorrow, April 3rd. They will discuss the weightlifting schedule and open mats. Please bring any uniforms, headgear, and warm-ups. Congratulations to Izzy Bang for finishing second in the 3,200 run at Indoor State Meet, missing the championship by only 0.4 of a second. Izzy set another school record of 10:47 to go along with her new indoor mile record. Junior Natalie Ferguson also medaled at the championships, earning a 7th place medal and also set another school record of a long jump of 17.6. Ella DeCara also qualified for state in the 200 meters, finishing in 20th place. Celebrate the languages and cultures that make our world amazing. Each day this week has a special theme. Join in by wearing your CCHS polos to match. Uniform pants are required on all days. Tomorrow is Latin Day and subsequently purple polos. And finally, Friday is International Day, where you can wear an out-of-uniform top that represents a country. These color themes are completely optional, but let's show our Carmel pride and celebrate the beauty of world languages. Attention juniors taking the in-school ACT on Tuesday, April 8th. You must attend a mandatory info session in the CCRC during one of your lunch waves this week. Important information on how to obtain your score report will be shared. Check your email for more information. Join Respect Life Club after school on April 7th and 9th in room 700 to watch the Cabrini movie. This movie is about St. Francis Xavier Cabrini's missionary zeal and care for immigrants in the United States. Come, bring friends, and enjoy snacks. That's all we have for today. I'm Gabby Malley. Have a windy Wednesday, Carmel.
Carmel Catholic World Language Department, reaching proficiency, that's our commitment. Carmel Catholic World Language Department.